How's it going, guys? Jeff Benjamin with 9 to 5 Mac. Every week we're going to come back with new Apple tips, this time 10 iOS tips that everyone should know. Do you know them all? Check it out. Thanks for watching 9 to 5 Mac. Be sure to thumbs up, click the subscribe button, and then enable notifications with the bell icon so you won't miss any upcoming videos. Normally, if you want to toggle AirDrop, you would have to go to Settings, go to General, AirDrop, and then choose your setting. But there's an easier way. Just swipe down to invoke Control Center, 3D touch or long press here, and there you'll see the AirDrop settings that you can access from anywhere. And while you're there, you can also toggle Personal Hotspot without having to venture back into the Settings app. Security code autofill is one of the more underrated features found in iOS 12. This feature, which takes advantage of the QuickType keyboard in iOS, allows you to easily submit security codes that you get via SMS. So I just got the code, and you'll see it appear in the QuickType section of the keyboard. You just tap on it, and it autofills the security code right there. So just tap Submit, Authorize App, and I'm logged in. Needless to say, this is a super handy way to quickly insert security codes for all of the services that you use. Trackpad mode is an absolutely great way to move your cursor in iOS. Let me show you why this is so useful. Normally, if I wanted to correct this misspelling, I would have to tap and hold and drag the cursor over and get it just right. You know, it's a little bit tedious, right? But with trackpad mode, you can easily move that cursor. You can use a 3D touch right on the keyboard, move the cursor, get it right into place, and then make your correction. Now, with iOS 12, you can also just tap and hold on the spacebar, and you can use trackpad mode on any iOS 12 supported device. So you don't have to have a 3D touch device in order to use this. All right, so let's go ahead and clean up the rest of this. I'm going to use trackpad mode, move it over here. This is a test of the emergency broadcasting system. So we'll move over with trackpad mode, put in emergency, and we're good. Trackpad mode, super handy feature. Definitely something you should be using. Now here's another feature that I love for devices that lack a home button and have that home indicator at the bottom of the screen. You can swipe on that home indicator to switch between apps like that. But did you know you could use this feature to quickly switch back and forth between two apps? Well, let me show you how this works. When you interact with an app and swipe from left to right on the home indicator, it goes back to the previous app. Anytime you interact with that app, it's going to switch back to the previous app. Now, if you don't interact with the app and you just swipe from left to right, it's going to go to the next app in the list, just like we saw there. See, it's going to the next app in the list. But if I interact with the Safari web page, and then I interact here, it's going to switch between Safari and Notes, just like that. A great feature if you're dictating text or whatever from one application to the next. Everyone should know this. You can move multiple apps in iOS. All you need to do is go into wiggle mode, tap and hold on an application, and then tap and drag that first app, and then tap on the other apps that you wish to add to the bundle. So I'm going to add music there. You can see it says 4 in the upper right hand corner. I can drag that over and release, and then all 4 are moved to the other page. Here's another feature that I think everyone should know. You can deselect or select multiple photos, not just all of the photos like this, but you can actually go in and tap and drag and select multiple photos like that. Tap and drag, or you can also deselect those photos just by tapping and dragging, just like that. It's a super smooth and super quick way to select multiple photos in the Photos app. Now with the larger phones like the iPhone XR and the XS Max, it can be hard to reach apps and content at the top of the display. But there's a fix for that. If you go to Settings, General, Accessibility, and enable Reachability, you can pull down content on demand. Let me show you how it works. All you need to do is swipe down at the bottom of the display like that, and it pulls the content down, making it easier to reach, hence the name, Reachability. I could probably make a full 10-minute video just on Spotlight alone because it's such a feature-dense portion of iOS that you shouldn't sleep on at all. To access Spotlight, simply swipe down on the home screen like that, and now you can start typing queries in the search box and do lots of different cool things. For instance, you can do on-the-fly currency conversion, which is super handy if you're traveling to another country. But it doesn't stop there. You can also do arithmetic directly in the Spotlight search. So there's no need to pull out a currency conversion app or a calculator app, just do it in Spotlight. But like I was saying, that is just the very tip of the iceberg when it comes to Spotlight search. You can do all sorts of things in here. You can also do searches on the web. So just type your query and then scroll down to the bottom of the Spotlight window. You'll see where it says search web, and there you go. Now here's something I use all the time, print to PDF. You don't have to have an AirPrint printer to do this. Just select print, and then you'll see the print dialog. Now all you need to do is simply pinch out and it will create a PDF just like that. And then you can use the share button to share that PDF with other apps or whatever the case may be. And I should mention that if you have a 3D Touch enabled device, you can actually 3D Touch on the print preview to open up that PDF just like this. I use that all the time. And then one last tip, the ability to AirDrop passwords. So if you go into passwords and accounts, find the password that you want to share, and then you simply long press on the password dialog area and then select AirDrop. And then you'll get an AirDrop prompt, and you can just simply tap the recipient, and after the recipient authenticates, that password will appear in the password and account section of the settings app. So some of you folks were asking me, hey Jeff, could you go back and do some of the old school type videos you used to do with some of the tips and things like that? And I was thinking, hey, I could probably do that once a week. What do you guys think? Would you like weekly tip videos? Some of them obviously a little bit more in depth than this one. Let me know down below in the comment section. And also let me know if you learned something. This is Jeff with 9 to 5 Mac.